Hey, Steve Zook, welcome back to Pokeshoe Channel and the Guitar Leather System. Hey, this guitar is available for sale, by the way. I can go 5.5 on this, plus a little bit of shipping. Comes with a really nice Samick hard case, and this is a lot of guitar for the money. Believe me, it's made in Korea, and these are really great guitars. Of course, Samick builds guitars for many of the largest guitar companies in the world. They do a beautiful job, so when they put their name on a guitar that they make, they have a lot of reputation to protect. So plus they just do good work. So it's a lot of guitar. This one has the more darker burgundy look, which really looks cool. It looks really great on the wall, and camera always seems to make the top look a little more reddish. The top isn't quite as burgundy as the back, but it's not like a bright, not like a fire engine red. It looks really beautiful. But yeah, these are really nice guitars. But I want to talk a little bit today. I've been doing a lot of stuff lately where I haven't been talking about the Guitar Leather System. My numbers have gone up, which is cool on YouTube. But I want to explain something that's been floating around my mind. Let me just share one little idea real quick. If you're doing something like this, improvisation, using the major 13 flat 5 chord, you can go up a perfect 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So like from F, I know I'm probably tuned low. Here's my A, but so like this. And then maybe go down a half step. So that's just up a perfect fourth. Yeah, you can. So just little things like that can be useful. And that's one of the things about the Guitar Leather System is, I'm not exposing you to one system of improvisation for a long time, because it doesn't seed the subconscious mind and use what's called the science of neuroplasticity to kind of let the information sink into your subconscious and kind of like hit it like a safe switch and an open switch. So all the different 10 systems of improvisation are mixed up in the study so that you really absorb the real art of how to improvise, okay? But what I really want to say today, is that if you're interested in, you'll get a lot more out of your guitar playing, a lot more out of it if you set goals, okay? So if you set goals, you'll just get more joy out of your playing. You'll learn how to improvise and learn how to compose and everything. So that's why it's so important to set goals and work on it. So what I'm going to make this video short. What I'm suggesting to people, if you have some interest in the Guitar Leather System, you need to go further than just requesting some samples. That's not going to give you a feel for it. What I really would suggest you do is just invest a little bit of time, okay? Invest a little bit of time and just go to Steve Zook1, the number 1, .bandcamp.com, and listen to some of my compositions. So Steve Zook1, the number 1, Steve Zook, STEVEZOOK, the number 1, .bandcamp.com. Spend 15 minutes listening to some of my music to get a feel for me. Go to vintageguitar.com and put in Steve Zook in the search. Read the review of my CD. And this is not an ego trip, by the way. I'm trying to help people have an opportunity here because I've put over 10,000 hours into my Guitar Leather System, and you're the one that can really benefit from it. So go to vintageguitar.com, put in Steve Zook, read the review of my CD, and then just ask yourself honestly, do you think I know what I'm doing? I'm just being kind of a straight shooter here. And then ask yourself if you believe that I have the ability to and spent the time to come up with a valid guitar instruction system, which I have. But I think that might help people get more of a feel for me, because when you're investing in the Guitar Leather System, you're kind of believing in me, to be honest about it. And so I think I've had several people order recently that have said they've done that exact same thing, and it was very helpful. They told me they went to Steve Zook, the number 1, .bandcamp.com, or the Guitar Ladder page of stevezookguitars.com. They listened to 4 or 5 of my compositions. They read the review of my CD at vintageguitar.com. Just put in Steve Zook in the search and read the review that Mr. Steven Stone wrote about me. He even mentions he's bought guitars from me. And then you can always do the Guitar Ladder search on YouTube as well. But I'm also going to offer a new program for people, buying now, is where you can work the Guitar Ladder program for a year. And if at the end of a year you honestly don't think that you got way more in value you get your money back. So you get a whole year. This is for people ordering now. You get a whole year to try out the guitar ladder system, and within a year, if you don't honestly feel you got way more than $199, I'll give you your money back. That's a great situation, but it really does work, folks. But the reason I'm trying to get you to get more of a feel for me, because I think it will help you understand the opportunity that I'm offering. It's a lot of work, folks, to come up with a guitar instruction system that's really powerful, but yet simple to use, which is what I've achieved here. And most people just have not put in the time. I put in probably over 10,000 hours because I've been teaching since I'm 18 and I'm 63 now. And I've really discovered something that really works. So just go ahead. Like I said, besides just requesting a sample, spend the time. Go to STEVE, Steve Zook, the number one.bandcamp.com. Listen to a few compositions, and then go to vintageguitar.com and just put in Steve Zook in the search, read the review of my CD, and then just ask you. And again, it's not an ego trip. I'm trying to qualify myself here. I'm trying to help you get to know me so you understand that this is the real deal. Read the review of my CD at vintageguitar.com, and then just ask yourself, between that review of the CD and my samples of my compositions, ask yourself if you think I know what I'm doing. If you agree that I do, then stop overthinking it, because you're going to take a quantum leap. You're going to take an absolute quantum leap with the guitar ladder guitar ladder system. And what a lot of people are saying to me is that they're just so happy they're finally on a path that's working, because they've tried tons of other guitar instruction materials which just have not been that well thought out. To be honest with you, to have a great guitar instruction system is a lot of hard work. And what I found that's really key is you've got to combine the different schools of thought. That's where most systems are very, very weak. They get stuck in one system of thought. And great art doesn't stick to one little rule. You can't put art in a box. So that's why with my guitar ladder system, I've combined the 10 different systems of improvisation. One study may have partials like I'm doing right now. One system might be a combination of diatonic and something else with key changes and whatnot, because great music you just can't put in a box. That's why it's so important. That's why I designed the 240 systems plus the secret Horace Hatchett files, which I've had to edit most of them, so they've got kind of my stamp on them too. But I've combined the different schools of thought, the different systems of improvisation, so that your subconscious mind can be seated and you can cooperate with the science of neuroplasticity, and so you can just really develop new neural pathways and take a quantum leap. Folks, the guitar ladder system works. The guitar ladder system is what you're looking for in a very simple to use, very organic yet powerful guitar instruction system, which is going to take you in an absolute transform your playing, transform your writing. It is not bullshit. It really works. So what I'm saying is, to get to know the guitar ladder system, get to know me a little bit, then you'll understand it more. And I think you'll probably agree it's a great thing to invest $199 in, and you've got years to absorb the material. And for people that order now, I'm going to give you a year, for people ordering as of today, a year guarantee. Try it for a year. If you don't agree, you got way more than $199, I'll refund your money. What a great situation. You can order at stevezookguitars.com, okay? And like I said, just go to Bandcamp, the number one, Bandcamp1.stevezook. I'm sorry, I'm getting confused here. stevezook1.bandcamp.com, stevezook1.bandcamp.com to listen to some of my original music, which is reviewed at Vintage Guitar Magazine. Then go to vintageguitar.com, do a search for Steve Zook, and then ask yourself if you think that that I know what I'm doing. Okay, and then if you agree I do, then stop overthinking it and set some goals to become a better player and a better writer and better at improvising, and that you want to learn to hear. You want to learn to hear your own musical thoughts on a deeper level and find them on the guitar, folks. There's no better natural high on the planet. So that's what I suggest. And if you do that and you're with me on it, just go to stevezookguitars.com, order the guitar ladder system, don't overthink it. Bring a little positive faith to the table. Just be positive about it, folks, because it works. It really works, okay? I've never sold anything or shared anything that I don't really believe in. That's always been my credo in life, okay? And I've worked really hard on it, so it really works. So that's what I suggest. So have a great day and stay positive. And like I said, check out some of my music at stevezook1.bandcamp.com. Go to Vintage Guitar. Go to vintageguitar.com. Read the review of my CD. at vintageguitar.com by the great writer Mr. Stephen Stone. And then my suggestion is don't overthink it. Just bring a positive attitude to the table. Bring some positive faith, because this is going to totally transform your playing and writing. It's going to give you the ability to hear your own musical thoughts on a deeper level and find them on the guitar. It's really true, folks. I've sold over 6,000 courses. Letters and emails come in, emails come in every day from people just telling me, man, that they're finally on. I have one guy say he learned more from me in 6 months than 6 years taking private lessons. So I've really worked hard on this, folks. So it really works. So I appreciate your time, and I suggest you take the suggestion, be positive, and you can make a quantum leap. Take care. Bye-bye.